Jonah, your time as a collegiate athlete is coming to an end. You got 2 games left. Obviously, you had a chance to play with your brother this year. We asked Caden McDonald earlier in the year how that was for himself and his family playing with his brother. How's that been for you and your family?
It's been a complete blessing to have him on the same field as me. Not just the same field, but the same team this time around compared to last year and the year before that. It definitely made everything a lot easier for my family as well. They love watching us both play at the same time. They don't have to pick and choose where to go now. We're right here in San Diego, 2 hours away from home. And for them to be able to come down to watch both of us play has definitely been a true blessing for them as well.
And Jesse, Makai Shaw got a scholarship yesterday. We all saw the video.
Yeah.
Someone that also came in with a walk-on route. What can you say about what he's been through and how he's earned that scholarship?
Yeah, Makai's awesome. He obviously deserved it. I knew that he's going to get one from since last year, just the way he works, and he's a really quiet kid. He kind of reminds me a lot of myself when I was a little younger, just his skill set and what he can bring to the table. And just watching him kind of develop over these last couple of years has been really awesome. I think a lot of people don't realize that he came in as a defensive back, and the spring of his freshman year, he came over to the receivers, and from day one, he's been willing to learn and trying to grow as a receiver, just take any knowledge that we give him, and he's someone that's very deserving of that scholarship.
You must have practiced with him when he was a corner. What was he like as a corner?
That was the COVID season, so that was kind of a weird season. I don't remember too much, but he served as a scout wide receiver for the defense that year. So I guess he was kind of cutting up the defense a little bit, and they took notice, and they thought you'd have a better shot playing receiver. So I don't remember too much about going against him because he was a little younger. But yeah, he's turned into a great receiver and a great contributor to this team.
That's kind of how you made your mark, wasn't it, on scouting?
Yeah, a little bit. Going against one of the best defenses in the country definitely helps you sharpen your skills and become a better player.
Did you mentor Shaw in any particular way, give him some pointers?
Yeah, I think that's my job, just to kind of answer any questions he has. He asks me about certain routes or certain plays, but he's also a very knowledgeable kid. He picks up the offense really fast. His major is something crazy. I forget what it is, but he's a smart kid, so he picks up things pretty fast, and he doesn't really say too much, and he's a very humble kid. So seeing someone like that get their what they deserve is really cool to see.
Jesse, you have a decision to make, obviously, with a potential COVID year. How are you along with that, making that decision?
Yeah, I still haven't made the decision yet. I've been kind of going back and forth on it. I have to talk to my family about it, talk to the coaches, and it's a big decision for me. And I just have to weigh all my options, see what's best for me in my future. Obviously, I love being in San Diego, and I've been blessed to play here for 5 years, and having that option to come back is something that's really awesome. But like I said, I have to talk to my family about it, and I've been trying to focus on the season and focus on Air Force, and trying to finish the season out the right way, in the way that these seniors deserve it to, finish and play the best football that we can. So I think I'll give it a little bit more thought maybe next week, leading up to the bowl game, and after the season's officially finished, I'll make my decision.
So we'll come here for the bowl game?
Most likely not. I'll say that. Yeah, it's kind of a big decision for me, so I'll say probably after the bowl game.
Jonah, the front six is potentially losing 5 of the 6 starters for next year, so a lot of the young guys are going to be able to step up. What have you seen from those young guys that should give Aztec fans a lot of confidence in the front six moving forward next year?
Especially for those up front six, attitude is everything. They have definitely picked up our little work ethic that we try to instill into all of our young guys. We have a great group of D-line coming back, great group of linebackers coming back. Garrett, moving down to D-line, has been doing phenomenal. Nasir has been stepping up. Zyrus has been stepping up in the linebacker group. You got Coop coming back. They're still going to be solid. They're gonna grow and learn, and they're definitely going to try to beat everybody before them, all the seniors that are graduating this year. So they're a great competitive group. and I'm looking forward to what they do next year as well.
I know you guys are focused on football, still 2 games left, but the basketball team is doing really good. They're undefeated. They're 17th in the country for both of you. Have you been keeping an eye on that? And what do you think of the basketball team?
I think they're awesome. I watched their game last night against Ohio State, and you got a lot of depth and a lot of playmakers, and those transfers, know how to put the ball in the basket. So it's fun watching them play, and I take a lot of pride in our sports program, and seeing them represent our school so well is really cool to see. So we cheer them on, and it's motivating for us to see them do so well.
You guys interact with each other very much? Like, always?
Yeah, I'll say hi every now and then, but our schedules don't really overlap. I see them in the training room every now and then, but they spend a lot of time in the jam center, and so we don't really see them too much. They're kind of in their own bubble, but it's cool seeing them every now and then.
Jonah, you're facing an unusual offense this week. What's the biggest challenge facing Air Force offense?
The biggest challenge always facing, especially them and how disciplined they are, is just being disciplined ourselves. Watching last year's game, we had a couple offsides penalties early in the game, and things like that are going to hurt you. One of them was pretty early in the game, 2nd and 5, automatic first down, and that's what they want, and we just got to be as disciplined as we can, not just in that, but gap sound, assignment sound, things like that, because they will force any crease that they find, and they have been doing a great job of that all year. They got a good running game. They got good backs. They got a good O-line that comes off the ball like no other O-line has been in our conference, with just the way that they go downhill and get up to the second level. So for the D-line and the front 6 altogether, stopping those inside runs with our gap sound defense is definitely going to be the biggest challenge. But we're doing good as of now, watching as much film as we're doing. The coaches are putting in a great game plan for us, and we just got to go out there and execute as well.
If you think back to your game against them last year and then compare that to what we've seen on film this year, is there anything in particular they're doing even better this year than last year?
They're doing pretty good. From the film that I've watched from this year, they're getting them to the second level real good. The tackles are athletic, center's athletic. They're getting up pretty fast, staying on their blocks. They did that last year, so I can't really say they've been doing a much better job, but they're always doing a great job at that. So it's not that they're greater than they were last year, but they are good every single year. So it's just another challenge for us.
Jesse, obviously the offensive turnaround over the last 6 games has been pretty massive, passing-wise. How much more fun is it being part of an offense that's spreading the ball around and making a lot of big plays deep?
It's a lot of fun, and just getting everybody involved, like you said. Against San Jose State, we had 3 receivers score a touchdown. I don't know the last time that's happened, so that was really cool to see. And just being able to convert on 3rd downs, keep possession of the ball, keep our defense off the field, which was a huge problem in the first half of the year. It's been really fun and just really gratifying, to see our hard work finally paying off and getting those results that we so desperately wanted.
Jonah, Michael Shawcross, a guy that's all over the field. When you have him behind you or watching, listening on a quarterback, what goes through your mind? Is it his motor? What is it that makes him so successful on the field for you?
So me and him have gotten really close since I've been here. He's actually my roommate now this year. The thing that I've seen the most out of him, he has a great motor. That's great. He's strong. He's fast. But his IQ for the game is real high. He can predict plays. He knows where to be and when to be there. His film study's good. But his IQ has been great ever since I've been here. First year I got here, he was a freshman. Just watching him going in the youth scout was just not fair. He's been showing great talent since he's been here, and he's definitely become one of the best defenders on our defense right now.
His IQ, how much of that's natural? How much is it he's always studying something? Where does that come from?
You always have natural instinct to be a great football player. He does have a lot of film study, but I really think his instincts for the game and his nose for the ball is off the charts. It has been since we got here, and it's only been growing since we've been here.
He's also had to persevere, I think, through some injuries. Is he showing a toughness that you think makes him unique as well?
Yeah. We have a little thing in our house. Whoever gets injured most is it's kind of soft, but he's excluded because he's been through a lot, and he keeps bouncing back. He's not just bouncing back to come out here and be another person on the team. He's bouncing back to be our tackle leader, a guy that we can rely on to make plays through the run game and the pass game. He's a good blitzer off the edge in the middle. He knows when to give his body up and when to make plays. So just all around, he's a great football player, and he's been through a lot of adversity, and he's always come back as a great player. So that just shows the character that he has.
Jesse, did you guys cross paths in high school at all? I mean, you guys played different divisions. Did you see much of Felix or him back then?
I didn't see him in high school football, but I saw him. We went to the same trainer, so I saw him at the gym in the off season and stuff. And he was someone that wasn't always like the biggest, fastest, strongest, but he's someone that always had a great work ethic. And he's my workout partner throughout college too, as we'd go in the off season. Me and him every morning. So I've gotten to know Michael really well and develop a good relationship with him. He's also my locker buddy. He's right next to me. So Michael's a great player, someone that's very mentally tough. Just thinking of all the injuries he's had to overcome, and he keeps bouncing back and is a big player for this team. I think it speaks a lot to his character, like Jonah said, and what kind of person he is.
Since you're around so much lockers or training, off the field stuff, what's he like off?
He's kind of a goofball. He loves making jokes, keeping things lighthearted. Never taking himself too seriously. But he's also very caring person, and he cares about you and your mental health or your physical health. He's always checking in. So he's a really great person. I'm glad I've befriended him throughout this journey.
Anything else?
I also want to say one more thing about Makai earning a scholarship. That's our third receiver in the last 4 years that has been put on scholarship. And I think one thing that's pretty notable about that is that we've all had the same coach, and it's Coach Cooper. And I think it speaks a lot to his development of young men and what he's been able to do with us young receivers that have been walk-ons. And I just want to give him his flowers and his roses for what he's done for not only me, but all the receivers in the room, and how he develops young men and football players. I think it's very special, and I think it's something that should not only be noticed, but should be celebrated. So he's a great coach, and I just want to give him a quick shout out.